when you have been exposed. Killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
What's he got into? He'll hurt someone at that speed.
He shouldn't be running.
Don't do that again. What's got his man?
You can use stealth kills to create a distraction by throwing a knife, pushing somebody off a roof, or performing a stealth assassination.
I'm not hurt. You gave me good, sir. I'm just an old man.
You've no reason to stand here. Leave.
And that...
Yes. May God have mercy on your soul.
And you won't get away with it.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek?
How can one expect to cheat? This won't be too difficult. Kill someone!
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Merchant than I am at your... Listen here, citizen. If you're tired of shopping... You'll not find better items anywhere else. I swear it.
Only look. Don't touch. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
What's he doing that for?
Don't be bizarre.
You have no business here. Leave.
Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is ever...
Safety and peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majd-ud-Din for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salahuddin's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majd-ud-Din has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are 2 locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Did you see that?
I beg you,
horrors in their way.
You ever see someone do that before?
Please, can't you spare something?
Barbarous acts might be avenged.
Hungry.
Pray that
Please,
God,
sir, have any
glorious
money?
and exalted
My
is He,
family's sick and
finds
dying.
favor with us,
Could you spare
that He
it?
may grant us victory. South comes the English king and his...
It's forbidden for you to be here.
Infidels, you will die here! Give up! You've nowhere to run! Stop running!
Point. All I ask is for a
Die, thief!
sir. Have any money? Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
ردوها علي. Pay for your sins.
سوف تموت هنا.
You won't get away from me!
You're a dead man. Come back here. أقطع رأسك جزاء ذلك. ادفع ثمن خطأك.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. What's happened here? Who would do such an awful thing?
Horrible.
Who would do such an awful thing?
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Majduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful and share a very interesting story with you.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. What happened here?
What happened?
Don't kill me!
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Majduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful and share a very interesting story with you.
Who saw what happened here? He's just killed someone!
What have I done wrong?
Infidel! You will die!
You dare get involved? Get ready!
I will catch you! I'll have your head! Left me no choice!
Get ready!
Running! You cannot escape! Move!
All right, taxi! Fear not!
No
Get ready! Down for you!
Infidel!
Get ready! I'll help in any way I can.
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Majduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful and share a very interesting story with you.
how we murder nearby.
How did this happen?
من المسؤول عن هذا؟
Go away.
Where are you? Give up! You've nowhere to run! You've chosen the wrong side! You've chosen the wrong side!
Over here! Under control. Alright, on my side.
Time to repay the favor.
Give up! Time to die! You've chosen the wrong side! I will catch you! Time to die!
Alright, friend.
You must die! Get him!
دفلت مني! أيها الكافر!
Time to repay the favor. Alright, friend.
Come back here!
Can't get involved. Can't get involved. Keep this under control.
Can't get involved. God Almighty.
You cannot run forever!
Move! Die! Hit the dead! You can't escape!
Guard, stop him!
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Mujduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful, and share a very interesting story with you.
Who did this? What happened here?
What happened here?
Poor soul. What happened to this poor soul?
What? Who's done this? Tell me!
You are not supposed to be here. Leave.
سوف يراه أحد آجلا أو عاجلا. لن يفلت منه مرة أخرى. سوف أنبهك إذا رأيته يمر بالجبال. لن يمر كثيرا.
What happened here?
You are the best the clan has ever seen. Here is my story, Master. I was cleaning the temple steps. I overheard 2 scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
Move! That was unwise. We'll slow them down for you.
Please, stop this man.
Over here! Kill him!
You know your sins now.
God, protect me!
What? Who's done this? Tell me!
God Almighty. No! What happened? Turn back now.
Let go of me. I've done nothing wrong.
Praise be Salah-ad-Din! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
Help me. Somebody
Make
help
no
me.
mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Be wary, friends. The shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salah-ad-Din, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty.
They sent word you wish to speak with me.
Majd-ud-Din intends another execution today. We must ensure all goes well.
It is my duty to serve.
Bring the document I've given you to your master. This way he'll know where my men are at all times. And be quick about it. We can ill afford any delays.
There will be none, you have my word. Is there anything else?
We've reason to believe they've infiltrated the city. Majd-ud-Din fears for his safety. Truth be told, I don't blame him. A man in his position has many enemies.
I'm sure your men will keep him safe.
God willing.
The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. Seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. Now comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense.
His person. Gebereceksin.
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today!
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd-ud-Din parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah-ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, Let us return to work. What do you want?
Let her take it. Let her take it.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Officer!
God save him. He's gone mad.
You must not trespass here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
Do not do that again. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
It's going to hurt someone.
I have exactly what you
stand
need.
before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this.
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-ud-Din is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majd-ud-Din does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
He seems to be in a hurry.
No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
Foolish old man.
You need something?
Don't hurt me, please. Foolish old man. Teach your heresy elsewhere. Help! I need help! Please, anyone!
You've no reason to be out here, old man.
What is it? I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing heresy elsewhere? Please, you're hurting me.
Infidel, die! You cannot live forever!
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it. Who could have done such a thing?
They shouldn't be fighting.
Ha! Ha! I'll get you! Ha! Horrible. Oh, how terrible.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Such a strange man.
I'm so hungry.
Your life ends now!
Please, sir, have any money?
Answer!
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, here,
Please, sir, have any money? No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well! I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear?
No, we do not. Never.
Then you wish to take action?
We do. Yes, fight
us. Your devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice! You've no right to do that! Who do you take yourself for? And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
Not touch you all!
See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all! Temptress! Succubus!
تحركوا! تحركوا! سوف تموتوا هنا!
رمز!
الأمر على ذلك النحو وسوف أنهي حياتي. هنا طريق المسدود لقد انتهى.
Guards, slay the infidel!
اقبضوا عليه! توقف عن الجري! لن تهرب!
Guards! Guards! Guards! Guards!
تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك! تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك! لن يكون ذلك!
Your work here is finished.
No, no! It had only just begun!
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
أنت تتبع طريق الضلال لا تنتصر معك ادفع ثمن خطاياك أريد أن تموت أريد أن جزاء ذلك ادفع ثمن خطاياك استفلت مني إذا أردت الأمر على ذلك لا تنتصر وأنهي حياتي كفر استفلت مني لا أقطع رأسك جزاء ذلك ادفع ثمن خطاياك أنت خير مني بكثير الرحمة heaven! سوف آتي إليك! Follow a false god. Me while you still
Infidel, die!
You wish to die?
Take them down! Out of the way! After him! Faster! Get him! Get him!
You can't hide forever. You can't hide forever.
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Violence! Madness! We must resist! We must fight them in any way we can! Freeze!
Done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nutjobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look. Please, Desmond. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't leave. And I can't leave until you're in your room.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus. Lie down, damn it! You forget how the Animus works? Select the memory on the menu in front of you and let's begin.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
Come in, Altair. I trust you're well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd-ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the... Answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it. Whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert des Sables must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert des Sables is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
What would cause him to run like that?
He wasn't looking at all. Running like that. He's going to hurt someone. What's he going to do?
He's going to hit someone. I wonder what he's up to.
I wonder.
My, well,
He seems to be in a rush.
Careful! I wonder what he's up to. Don't do that again.
When you have been exposed, killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
Your eyes on my way.
Listen here, citizen. If you're tired of
Like what you
come
see?
on,
Come on. I've much to say.
Come,
have a look. You won't be disappointed.
Welcome. I have everything you'll ever need.
You, sir. You look like you need something. You'll find it here. Come, have a look. Welcome. You won't be. I have everything you'll ever need. Come.
My family is sitting down.
You'll find everything here, my friend. Like what you see? You ever see someone do that little... Now, why
He's going to hurt himself. It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salah ad-Din's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the Master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
Comes the English king and his infidel army.
For this nonsense.
They leave horrors in their wake. Salah ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged.
You don't understand. I have
Pray
nothing.
that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory.
No, please don't leave. Just a few... Please, can't you spare? Let go.
Come no further.
Come, what a fool!
Death to the infidel!
Geçen sefer şanslıydım. Ama bu sefer değil. Bu şehirde bir yerde olduğunu biliyorum ve seni elime geçireceğim.
إذا رأيتموه لا تدعوه يا إذا رأيتموه. Please, I must go. This letter must be delivered, and I cannot risk upsetting him.
Listen to yourself. You are his puppet. Give up this task and join us in our fight.
No. I have a wife and child to think of.
Which is exactly why I've come to you. Is this the kind of world you want your son brought up in?
It will pass. If you just wait, he'll stop, and everything will go back to normal.
Every day, more is lost, and no way to reclaim what's taken. There will be no going back. You know this to be true.
Enough. I am leaving. انتبهوا جيدا. إذا رأيتموه لا تدعوه يا كافر ادفع ثمن خطاياك. كافر أنت تتبع طريق الضلال.
Altair, your name is on everybody's lips these days. Amongst the chatter on the market this morning, I heard Jubair's elite want you dead. I was about to go after them, but my back is hurting too much. You should take care of them. I'll wait for you here, and we can have a quick talk about the things I know. Be fast, though. I am in pain.
Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin verme.
You want it, I've got it.
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
You won't be disappointed.
Just a few points. Let go of me. I've done nothing wrong.
لص حقير. You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Something caught your eye?
Has he gone mad? Strange. I've never seen someone do that before.
Like what you see?
What's wrong with him?
You shouldn't be here. Be gone. Away with you.
Altair, your name is on everybody's lips these days. Amongst the chatter on the market this morning, I heard Jubair's elite want you dead. I was about to go after them, but my back is hurting too much. You should take care of them. I'll wait for you here, and we can have a quick talk about the things I know. Be fast, though. I am in pain.
Yeah. You look like you need something.
I don't understand what he's trying to do.
You won't be disappointed. Like what you see?
Let go of me. I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this? What have I done?
What أيها اللص?
Let go of me. I've done nothing wrong.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Help! Please help!
Hırsızlar dar ağacına müstahaktır.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Pis hırsız! Gebereceksin.
لص حقير. سأقطع يديك جزاء
Why are
ذلك.
you doing this? What have I done? I don't understand. I have nothing. Help me! Somebody help me!
لص حقير. سأقطع يديك جزاء
Pis
ذلك.
hırsız!
Help! Please help!
Gebereceksin.
ماذا؟ من الذي فعل هذا؟ أخبرني!
A man is always better protected by a friend's blade, yes? This is what I know about your target. The scholar Joubert is known to wear rich, golden robes and carries with him a large pouch. This distinguishes Joubert from the other scholars of Damas. Now, if you'd excuse me, I must see my doctor about my back.
Who's responsible for this?
إذا رأيتموه لا تدعوه. سوف يراه أحد آجلا أو عاجلا. لن يفلت منه مرة أخرى.
Watch where you're going!
You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin.
That hurts! Stop it, please!
And it is our duty to defend it until
Come no further.
سأقطع يديك ذلك.
سماحا.
أنت تتبع طريق الضلال. God curse the one who's done this. Where are you?
Yes, there's no way out. He's finished.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? What's he running from?
ارحل على الفور!
Help me! Somebody help me!
Could you please be more careful?
I wonder where he's off to.
Hey!
Less!
I'll have your head! I'll have your head! You can't escape!
Yes!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Oh! Impudence! You cannot run forever! Move! How can one expect
Maybe you haven't noticed. This is a waste already, though.
May God remember. Stop this before someone gets hurt. You will not get away from me.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Kill someone!
I will end your life. How can one expect to defeat me?
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Yes, me while you still can.
جبل كافر.
İmkansız.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
It's good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. Who would do such an awful thing?
Who did Where this? Is the one responsible? What happened?
The Christian king and his army of infidels like a child. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance, violence, madness. We must
My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? Family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. Why would anyone want to do that?
What's he doing that for?
No, you don't understand. I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please. A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
Just a few coins, please. don't leave. Just a few coins.
There will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin.
Finest wares in all the land.
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels!
You seem to know
They go against the will of God.
What's got into it?
You, sir!
You are
the
wise.
English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him. That these barbarous... The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of...
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know, then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Before you to deliver a warning.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Damn fool must be out of his mind.
What is that man doing?
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets.
When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
You've no reason to stand here. Leave.
Go pester someone else.
Why would anyone do
that? Citizens! Bring forth your writings. Place them in the pile before me. To keep any is a sin. Know and embrace the truth of my words. Free yourselves from the lies of...
I beg of you. I beg of you just a few points.
Anyone can put ink to parchment.
Leave this place. Away with you.
Give up! You've nowhere to run! You hide like a rat! That's him! There! Get him! You will die here! You cannot escape! He's close. He must be. Stop running! You cannot escape! I see him! He's over there!
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God.
They seem safe,
we believe in.
But it is a trick.
There is no greater
Fell
glory
words
than
give
these.
way to evil deeds. Look around. All the land is consumed by wickedness because of texts like these.
Horrors in their
No
wake.
more! If you truly value peace, if you truly wish to see an end to war, give up your books, your scrolls, your manuscripts, for they feed the flames of ignorance.
Death to the infidel! You will not get away from me! Quickly! He's killed someone!
Be wary, friend! The
Ha!
He tempts us always! Be strong! Strong like Salahadin! And take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can!
Come no further.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
Stop! You must not trespass here.
For centuries, we've caught... Oh! For centuries, we've quietly acquiesced, agreed to believe based on nothing.
Where is the one responsible?
shouldn't be here. Be gone. Leave now.
Good people of Damascus, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse this city of its poisoned past. See how well you handle this.
Call for me! Shaitan is everywhere!
Unbeliever! He must be stopped! You must be made... Yes! He runs from me as he does from the truth! Join us!
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yenerim. Gel buraya.
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you're rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
أردت الأمر على ذلك الداعي فسوف أولي تريد أن تموت؟
Seni gözün kapalı bile yenerim. Seni yenemeyeceğim. Seni yenemeyeceğim.
تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك.
Seni gözün kapalı bile yenerim. Belki farkında değil.
ثمن خطاياك تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك.
Belki farkında değilsin ama halihazırda kaybettin. Beni yenemeyeceksin.
تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك.
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yenerim. Beni yenemeyeceksin.
found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king of the death. Don't let him get away. He won't get away.
أنت تطلق اللعنة. أين المسؤول عن هذا؟
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Climb tall structures to gain a bird's-eye view of your surroundings. Tall buildings can be used to orient yourself when moving through a city.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete, and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask, and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubair and Sabrand.
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes. But this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes. To reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.
alive to draw another blade. Ensure your first attack is also your last.
He's going to run into someone.
He's going to hurt someone.
Why is he in such a hurry?
Where is he going?
Why is he running around?
I wonder what's there.
Hey! I wonder if he's hurt.
What's got him so bothered?
I wonder if he's being chased.
What should I get you?
He seems to be in a rush.
When you have been exposed, killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
You die! Come back here! I'll make you bleed! You think you can lose me? Unverfeilig! Du wirst deine Strafe nicht entkommen! Stell dich deinem Gürtel! Lord, don't make me laugh. Du magst es
You'll
noch
be dead
nicht,
soon.
aber du hast bereits verloren. Wir dir niemals vergeben. I'm catching up to you! Die Rache Gottes! What happened here? You can't get away from me! You're mine! Be gone. What the hell do you want? You're a dead man! Come back here! I'm far better than you'll ever Death to the heat! I'll hunt you down!
Among his people, we came in peace.
After him, faster! Joey!
I've done nothing to deserve this!
Get him! Get him! You have no business. Take him down! Leave! Make room! Heathen, you'll pay dearly! You won't get away from me! You're in my way! Höre den Zorn Gottes! Der Teufel! Ein Diener Gottes! Bin die Rache Gottes! Unverteidigt! Eine Strafe nicht entkommen! Stell dich deinem göttlichen Urteil! Mit mir! Du hast nichts gegen! Mit des Teufels! Ein Diener Gottes! You think you can lose me?
No, you
Heathen! I'll have your head! Stay on him!
Help! He's attacking me! Somebody do something!
He's a murderer! You're a dead man!
Where's the one responsible for this?
Greetings, Altair. What news?
Al-Muallim has named another. Calls himself Sabrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic. He resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Akka's port.
I'll start my work at once.
Here are the places where you should focus your search. On the docks east of here, among the ships and their crews. At the chapel to the northeast, near the cross overlooking the port. And to the north, in front of St. John's Gate.
This is most helpful. My thanks for the guidance.
Altair.
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No, it was I who erred. I believed myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
He must
Vad fan lagt him nu? How you doing it?
Your presence, no.
Let me show you everything I have. Come on! Come on!
What's wrong with him?
Is there a reason for him to do that?
and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
Where's he? He's going to hurt someone. I He'll hurt someone. Why must he run around? He seems to be in a... Regarde devant toi! Voleur! Tu paieras cher pour tes crimes. What is he running from?
He's done. We moved the last of the food stores onto his ship this morning.
How much is there?
Enough for several weeks.
What's he planning, I wonder?
Perhaps he intends to flee. Something's got him very scared. Anyway, I must be off. He asked I deliver a letter to a courier at St. John's Gate. I best not keep him waiting.
My price is buy, half. Come see what I've to offer.
I'm sick and hungry. No, please, don't leave like this. Just a few coins, please.
For today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything.
Sir, I beg of you, just a few coins, please. I need money, sir. I'm poor, I'm sick and hungry.
You look like you need coffee. Well, I have it.
I beg of you.
Prices on everything.
Please, sir, have any money? I beg of you.
Much more now. I'm sure I have something around here.
Have any money?
For the love of God, what is it that you want?
So hungry, just a little money.
Why is he doing that?
The family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? A few coins. All I ask for is but a few coins.
Il est devenu fou.
What's wrong with him?
Now, wouldn't it be funny if he hurt himself? Haltet eure Augen offen! Wird bestimmt wiederkommen! Ist ein toter Mann, wenn sich erneut hier zeigt. Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal entfliehen. Leave, peasant, before I make you. Was macht dieser Tor da? Einmal schon habt ihr dich seinem göttlichen Urteil!
Puisque tu y tiens, je vais t'achever.
Mir, du Narr! Du kannst nicht siegen! Du bist mein! Was ist mit mir, du Narr? Du kannst nicht siegen!
Je vais t'achever.
Tu me fais perdre mon temps.
Was ist mit mir, du Narr? Du kannst nicht fliegen!
Tu veux mourir?
Soit! Du magst der Flucht nicht wissen, aber du hast bereits verloren!
Tenez ton visage! Tu ne m'échapperas pas!
When you have been exposed, killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
Stop! You must not trespass here.
You have no business here. Leave. You're not supposed to be here. Leave. Here! It is here!
Tu ne m'échapperas pas!
Dreckiger Feigling! Du bist mein! Dreckiger Feigling! Hier! Er ist
Your life ends now!
Hey!
Where's that fool going? How careless can one get?
When is he gonna stop this nonsense?
You've no reason to be here. Leave now. Come see what I have to offer.
Oh, now I'm sure I have something around here you'll enjoy.
You tell him I said no. I won't have you damn soldiers poking about in my business.
Listen here, old man.
No, you listen to me. This is my property, not his. I don't care if Christ himself put the man in charge.
He isn't asking. It's in order.
That's rich. The man couldn't order his way out of a burlap sack. I've seen the mess he's made of the docks. I won't let him ruin mine.
Just read the letter. You'll see his terms are quite generous.
I grow tired of this. Look, I'll consider what he has to offer, but I doubt it'll change my mind. Now go on, get out of here.
Tu as un problème?
You break it, you buy it!
Where's he going? He'll hurt someone.
Heavens, what is he doing?
Leave, peasant.
Must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo. Ship deeds must be presented to the court of the chain by midday tomorrow. No exceptions.
It's forbidden for you to be here.
By order of Cyprian, all merchant vessels must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo. Ship deeds must be presented to the court of the chain.
Come no further.
No exceptions. No delay. By order of Cyprian, all merchant vessels must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo. Ship deeds must be presented to the court of the chain by midday tomorrow. No exceptions, no delay.
What's wrong with him?
Was macht dieser Tor da?
By order of Cyprian, all merchant vessels must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo. Ship deeds must be presented to the court of the chain by midday tomorrow. No exceptions, no delays. All docked vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Leave now, or I'll make you...
I need the money. No,
In
please,
for
don't leave that. Just a few coins, please.
You've made a grave mistake.
You crossed the wrong man.
Good Lord, don't make me laugh. I can kill you with my eyes closed. I can kill you with my eyes closed. Now this continues. I'll show you. Good Lord, don't make me laugh.
It's not my fault. I'm only following orders. If you want your ship back, speak with the court.
That's not what I'm after.
Then what?
Sabrand's claimed near 100 ships. For what purpose?
A blockade. They're to sail through open water and establish a perimeter.
For what? Does Salah ad-Din intend to strike from sea?
No, it's not he we defend against, but ships from home, to deny Richard more troops.
Why would one of Richard's own want to see him weakened in this way?
I don't know. Ask Sibrand. They're his orders. I'm just meant to carry them out. Now, please, let me go. I've told you all I know.
I'm sorry. I cannot risk you telling him I'm here.
Yes. Come. Let me show you. Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez. Je vais t'étriper. Ne restez pas là, tu ne m'échapperas pas. I will make you bleed. Ne restez pas là. Behind him. Je perds mon temps. Get there. Yes, you. Come see what I've told.
You're not supposed to be here. Leave. Liebe gehören gehängt!
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
Greetings, brother. How fares your search?
I've learned all there is to know about my target.
Share your knowledge with me, then.
Sabrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
This will make things dangerous. I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Muallim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
Be on your guard, Altair.
Of course, Rafiq. But I think it will be to my advantage. Fear will weaken him.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Oh, such a strange... Come here, je te ferai trancher la main.
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you. What am I to make of this?
I live a simple life, my lord, as do all men of the cloth. It is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never!
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
Are you calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me?
No. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong.
I don't recall accusing you of any wrongdoing, which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end.
What do you mean?
William and Garnier were too confident, and they paid for this with their lives. I won't make the same mistake. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you! Let him stay my hand!
You've gone mad! Will none of you come forward to stop this? He is clearly poisoned by his own fear, compelled to see enemies where none exist.
Seems the people share my concern. What I do for Acre! Stay vigilant, men. Report any suspicious activity to the guard. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. Now get back to work.
Use the action view to gather information about your surroundings. Should you enter a fistfight, guards will not interfere, but drawing your weapon will turn them Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
Oh! That looks painful. What's wrong with this?
This place is restricted. Be gone!
Fine!
Leave this
None
place!
of you will lift a hand in defense of your master! I'll take care of this heathen myself! Fine! None of you will lift...
C'est un assassin!
Damn you, assassin! Why won't you let me be? No! I can't! Stop him! Stop the assassin! Tuez-le! No! You'll not have me! You hear me? Never! Get up, assassin! No! I won't give one more limb with satisfaction! God! Damn you, assassin! Why won't you let me be? Damn you, assassin! You'll never have me!
Du magst es noch gewinnen, aber du hast bereits verloren. Was ist mit mir, du Narr? Du kannst nicht fliehen.
Le Seigneur ait pitié de ton âme.
Mourir. Tu es fait. Toi. Was ist mit mir? Du kannst nichts gegen.
There he is! God!
Tu me fais peur, mon gars.
I knew it! I knew he could! God! Don't let him be alive!
Je te tire, Marc! Noch nicht wissen, aber du hast bereits verloren. Mit mir, du kannst nicht... Komm zurück!
I see you, assassin! I will not die here! Not like this! God!
Erwerb mich! Was ist mit mir, du Narr? Du kannst mourir! Du magst es noch nicht wissen, aber du hast bereits verloren. Mit mir, du Narr! Du kannst nicht siegen!
Glaubst du könntest mir entfliehen?
Climb tall structures to gain a bird's eye view of your surroundings. Tall buildings.
Soyez vigilants.
You've no reason to be here. Leave now.
Fine! If none of you will lift a hand in defense of your master, I'll take care of this heathen myself!
Don't do this.
You are afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe?
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen? Our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
Linger a while longer then, and tell me of the part you were to play.
A blockade by sea. To keep the fool kings and queens from sending reinforcements. Once we...
Conquered the Holy Land?
Freed it, you fool. From the tyranny of faith.
Freedom? You worked to overthrow cities, control men's minds, murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
Du bist mein! Du bist mein!
Quickfait! Rends-toi!
Einer Kassiner! Haltet ihn auf! Ja!
Stop him!
Einer Kassiner! Haltet ihn auf!
Help me!
Einer Kassiner! Haltet ihn auf! Lass ihn nicht entkommen! Höre den Zorn Gottes!
Suivez-le! Lévi! Tu t'échappes, papa! Ne restez pas sur ton chemin!
Mach den verdammten Weg!
Attrapez-le! Il s'essouffle! Attrapez-le! Attrapez-le! Cherchez partout!
You die here! Don't let him get away! I doubt we'll find him here. Wir sind hier fertig. Wir sind hier fertig.
Maschine! Du bist mein! So schnell werde ich nicht aufgeben! Hier! Er ist hier! Glaubst du, du könntest mir entfliehen? Komm! Zeig dich! Und stell dich dem Kampf! Abschau! Dann verkrieche dich halt wie eine Ratte!
Altair, you've caused quite a stir.
I've done as requested. Sabran's life is ended.
So it is. So it is. You should ride for Masyaf and inform Al-Mualim of your success.
Yes. I should return and speak to him. Of this and other things.
Is everything all right, my friend? You seem distant.
It's nothing, Rafik. Just a lot on my mind.
Talk to me then. Let me help.
I need to make sense of this myself first. But thank you for the offer.
It is the men you kill, isn't it? You feel something for them.
How?
Ah, my friend. You are not meant to enjoy these grim tasks. Regret, uncertainty, sympathy. This is to be expected.
I should not fear these feelings.
You should embrace them. They are what keep you human.
What if I'm wrong? What if these men are not meant to die? What if they mean well? Misguided, perhaps, but pure in motive.
I am but a Rafik, Altair, and such things are beyond me. Perhaps Al-Mualim can help you to make sense of it.
Yes, perhaps. Thank you, Rafik.
It is my pleasure to have served with one as skilled as you.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Not a lot of time, Vidic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
he'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself.
I think there's a problem with the Animus.
Nope, it's working fine.
I'm pretty sure it just ejected me
I'm pretty sure you should shut up.
You ready to finally tell me what's going on?
We have to stop them, Desmond. When they access that last memory of yours, they're just getting started. They want to change everything. The way we live, the way we think, the way we are. You've gotten the lecture from Vidic about what's wrong with the world, how we need order and discipline, so they're going to give it to us. Only we don't have a say in the matter.
How?
The Templar treasure. They think it...
Miss Stillman?
I'm here.
I need you to upload Desmond's files to the database.
Got it.
So what? You're using me to find this Templar treasure? What do they call it? The Piece of Eden?
Yes.
Well, it's looking like it's at Messiah, so I don't know why they're wasting all this time with me. Why don't they just send their people to pick it up?
They can't. It's not that simple. The artifact from Messiah, they had it. It was destroyed in the accident.
Then what are they hoping for me? You know, for my ancestor to tell them?
They're hoping he'll show them where the other ones are.
You mean there's more than one of these things?
Oh, Desmond, you have no idea.
Is there a problem, Miss
No,
Stillman?
Warren. Everything's Denver on my end.
Then, where are the files?
I've got to move these files before he gets suspicious. We'll talk more later.
Wait, what's that mean, everything's Denver?
It means everything's fine.
Why Denver?
It's a reference to Denver International Airport. There's an underground facility there. It's where the accident happened. Aren't you tired?
Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't...
It doesn't what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge, kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin? Quit wasting time and enter your memory, Mr. Miles.
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
Come in, my student. We have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The piece of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then?
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams, like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison, and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced, then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message?
But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.